So I welcome you all in this long 5-day FDP program on behavioral finance and investment management. I express my deepest sense of gratitude for taking out your valuable time and interest to be a part of it. I heartily give you a warm welcome to our institution, even though in a virtual mode, and would seek to your presence in the future. I thank all our revered dignitaries who are personality of eminence, our resource persons, for taking out their valuable time and gracing the occasion. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot. I would welcome all our participants for showing their interest for this FDP on the theme behavioral finance and investment management. So, but before we begin, let us have a quick look to this video, a virtual tour to our school. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. I hope you all can hear me clearly.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so hope you're all doing great and looking forward to the faculty development program. Today being the inaugural day, I'd like to thank Dr. S.K. Mahapatra, Director, KIIT School of Management, Dr. S.N. Mishra, Dean of KIT School of Management, and Dr. Shikta Singh, convener of FDP, for inviting me to share my thoughts on behavioral finance with relevance to the challenging times we all live in due to COVID, where the understanding of behavioral finance and financial cognitive biases is extremely relevant. I heartily welcome all the delegates of FDP too.
When we talk about the level of highway safety, we can imagine that you are advising a small town about a highway safety program. And at present, about 600 people per year they were killed in traffic accident in this town. 2 programs designed to reduce this number were under consideration. One program was in A, it was expected to reduce the yearly number of casualties to 30, and its annual cost was estimated to be $12 million. But in the second one, it was expected to reduce the yearly number of casualties by 100, and its annual cost was estimated to be $55 million.
We make errors on a daily basis in our lives. Probably after working in the corporate sector, after doing MBA, we realize, no, this is not good for me. Most of the students say that. Sir, I've been working for 10 to 12 hours a day. Even in this lockdown, that I had to log out of my computer at 12 or 2 a.m. in the morning. And he rang me up. I want to do a PhD. I want to join academics. So was the decision to join an MBA wrong then? No, it was not. Or is it the decision wrong? This decision would also not be wrong. The times have changed. I cannot go back. Experience. I'm making a decision out of experience.
Very good afternoon to all of you. And this is also a time that we have to also concerned about our behavioral aspect to make ourselves busy for different activities. By that, we can also make ourselves safe and healthy. It's a good initiative that we are always talking about, because behavioral finance is such a kind of subject which always we deal with, which is in the actual sense always play the role in our decision-making process, apart from the traditional finance literature or any kind of issue, whatever we discuss in the financial market or any other markets. Always, if you observe that the behavioral issues are much more important, although we are not saying that it is a kind of substitution which is happening between the tangible factors and the behavioral factors.
The country is having the yellow color is having higher number of cases. Fine. So by looking at the map, which country do you see that is having higher cases? US, right? India, right? But we cannot see much variation here, right? So if you want to give some more variation, you can change the scaling value also. Right now, if you see, the range of the scale value is 0 to 30 million. So you can change the scaling value. You can write here.
Our clients, and then divide the goals into four kind of quadrants, four kind of goals rather. Something which is essential, have to right now, emergency fund needed. Emergency fund is a specific example. Then you can have sometimes, medical fund is needed. So those kind of things are a fund which should be there right now. This particular portfolio needs to be stable. That means come what may, it should not lose its principle. Whatever may.
After global financial crisis, corporate sector investment in India fell mainly because of rise in NPAs, this non-performing assets in the banking sectors. It started rising from 2008, but it was not visible that much. What banks used to do, they used to reschedule the loans, paid loan to get back their own loan. Corporate sector took loan to pay back the loans. So projects were kind of operational, even if they were not possible. But the NPA started rising from there. I'll show you the figure. NPA started rising, and the numbers were kind of prominent, or it became prominent after the asset quality review, where banks were told to show all the numbers on their balance sheets.
Retail investor actually reaps in are comparatively lower. The moment we start understanding what the anomalies are and what are the reasons why these anomalies are occurring, and what steps we can take so that we will be able to create the wealth in the stock market, because ultimate purpose is to creating the wealth from the stock market, frankly. Our course of deliberation till 12 o'clock for me is, first of all, we will be talking about the different anomalies which are at present or sometimes you find in the market, and which if
some scholarship. You are doing an activity, right? Or I used to work for a bank. I got a job. I got a business. I am providing some sort of service, right? I'm a banker. I'm a carpenter. I'm a driver. I'm a professor. I'm a doctor. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm a lawyer. These are regular kind of jobs we are in. We get an earning out of the job as salary or income from the business or our profession, which are normally linked to the efforts we put in through man hours. These are the most common form of income. We call it linear income, right?
If we go for common sizing, it's basically we say we will convert everything in percentage. If we see here, just check here, is a big company or a small company. If we say as an investor, where you will invest, in a big company or a small company, tell me. Just write in a chat box. By seeing these graphs, where you will going to invest, B or S, big company or small company?
The small.
Okay, some people say big, some say small, but check here. So where the reserves and surplus, and where the reserve and surplus here? Or some say we can't say. That's the absolute right answer. This is the absolute. As a retailer, so the retailer is always, because mathematically they are all equal. But point is that when you are a retailer, you say sale minus cost equal to profit. You are looking only for the profit because you know sale price, you know cost price, right, sir? Agree? But as a manufacturer, when you want to file a tender, right, you know the cost of the project, estimated cost, and then you add a profit and then you fix the sale price. This is clear or not clear? As a retailer, we say sale minus cost equals to profit. But as a manufacturer, you say cost plus profit equal to sale. This is clear. So everybody know about what is break-even analysis? I think everybody know about this break-even analysis. So I'm just giving an overview of that. It's a situation where the company is making no loss, no profit, right? And basically you will cover all your fixed cost and the variable cost. So when you talk about this, how to calculate break-even point. So there are two things. I think you either you want to calculate break, because this is very important for the new startup companies. Because if you want to make a startup, right, like where you go into for production, so you first of all you find out how many units must be produced, so that you can cover your fixed cost, right, and the other costs also. So to calculate break-even point, units based on unit, first of all you have to divide fixed cost by the revenue minus variable cost.
Nonlinearity has a bigger source in our strategic decision making. A child, I have a daughter, 12 years old, and when she was 5 or 6, she used to trick me, Baba, I want to go to my friend's place to get this one. So she used to have a lot of her own childish strategy to trick me to say yes. So from a child to all the old person, even older people, they can just use their emotional thing. Oh, I am old now. You see that nobody cares for me, this, that, to get some sympathy. So everybody in the world has some strategy. And those type of strategies, when they're embedded within each other.
Read out the celebrity one. It says they like to be at the center of action, afraid of being left out, exposed to broker exploitation, have no idea about investing. The second one says, which is guardian, recognize need to preserve assets, not interested in excitement. They look for guidance in investing. They are careful and a little bit worried about money.
This energy come, it store at this triangular bone, and this energy right now it's in a passive state. It's not inactive state, it is in a passive state. But when today we do some practical part, that time this energy get activated, and this slowly this energy come out from top of our head, and it get connected with the cost power, and that time you feel a cool or hot breeze on your both the palm and your head.
You're aware of the Mozart effect. You would know that sound started affecting us, impacting us, right since the fetus days. When we were inside our mother's womb, ever since then, we were affected by sounds. That's why, you know, they say you should not shout at a pregnant lady. If somebody has conceived, then you're supposed to talk nicely to the lady, because the fetus is affected otherwise, right? So sounds are definitely going to be a factor in our perception of reality.
Namaskar. So we are at the fag end of the 5-day long FDP program on the broad theme of behavioral finance and investment management. A possible impact of the investor sentiments, which we saw on the market, had been a considerable sense of debate and discussion during this 5-day long. So we had, every day we had 3 slots, 3 sessions, which were taken up by eminent resources, right from industry, from academics, like from IIT, from Delhi University, from KIT University. I would like to welcome our Dean Sir, Dr. S.N. Mishra Sir, and our Director Sir, Dr. Saroj Mahapatra Sir, who had been constantly guiding us and taking us ahead in taking up the session in a very, very productive manner. I welcome you, sir.
I thank Professor Sikta Singh for single-handedly, with a lot of tenacity, a lot of courage, a lot of conviction, taking forward this program. I am very, very grateful to AICT and the ATAL group in the AICT who gave us the opportunity to do this, for trusting us. And the second time, and of course, our university has got quite a bit of ATAL programs, and different departments are doing it. In fact, just after a few minutes, we'll be inaugurating another ATAL program, which is led by our Honorable Vice Chancellor. 4:30 we are going to start that. So I wish I could spend more time because we have to rush there. So thank you very much. Thank you, Sikta, for giving me an opportunity to say a few words. Thank you, Dr. Mishra.